Why don't you just disappear?
My stepdaughter snapped during a fight. Her mother joined in.
We'd be better without you.
I didn't say a word, just packed my bags. But this morning my phone blew up with 13 missed calls. When I walked into the living room, everything felt wrong. The silence, the emptiness, something had shifted. I'd been part of this family for 3 years, but now I felt like an outsider. I stood in the living room, the space where we'd once been a family. But now it felt cold, unfamiliar. The memories felt distant. I heard the soft creak of my stepdaughter's door closing upstairs. Stella's footsteps headed down the stairs. She didn't look at me, her face glued to her phone. "Morning," I said, trying to sound neutral. She didn't respond. The tension was thick between us. 3 years, that's how long I'd been in Stella's life. 3 years of trying. But lately, something had changed. I'd offered to help her with her chemistry project last week, but she snapped.
Stop pretending you care about my grades. You're not my real dad.
At dinner the night before, it all came to a head. Stella was texting during the meal. I gently reminded her, but she just dropped her phone and yelled,
Why can't you just leave me alone?
I glanced at my wife Delilah for support, but she just looked at me, cold.
Maybe we'd all be better off if you did.
She said. I packed a duffel bag and didn't look back. I couldn't stay. Not after what had been said. I drove to a motel. The next morning, my phone lit up with messages. 13 missed calls, countless texts, but one caught my attention. From Delilah.
Sorry for my words. There's something you need to know. It's Stella. Please call.
Then one from Miles.
Big announcement at dinner tomorrow.
I felt a sinking feeling in my chest. Miles, Stella's biological father, had been out of the picture for years. We hadn't heard from him in months, and I thought we'd finally seen the last of him. My friend Ryan stopped by around lunchtime.
I ran into Stella at the mall yesterday. Was she meeting Miles for coffee?
That made my stomach churn. I checked Stella's Instagram and saw a picture of her with Miles. The caption read,
Real family time.
Then came another text from Delilah.
He asked her to move in with him. We can't let this happen.
Stella had withdrawn from all her advanced classes, planning to transfer schools and live with Miles in California. She hadn't mentioned any of this to us. That's when it hit me. This wasn't just a family issue, it was a scam. Miles was back, using Stella to work his angles. I found legal documents proving Miles' past fraudulent schemes and showed them to Stella. Her eyes widened in disbelief.
I need to think about it.
She said, leaving in a hurry. Later that night, she texted me.
Can we talk?
We met at the ice cream shop, and this time she opened up. She admitted that Miles had been manipulating her, trying to convince her to invest in his fake business. I couldn't let this happen. I made some calls to people I trusted, and by the time Miles had his business dinner, agents were waiting for him. Federal agents and a state investigator walked into that dinner, catching Miles in the act. He tried to run, but didn't get far. It turned out, Miles wasn't just running one scam, he was involved in 7 others across 3 states. He was caught and arrested. Stella's future was safe now. She was finally free of the man who'd tried to control her. And me? I was done being the villain. It had taken everything I had to stand up, not just for my family, but for Stella's future. And in the end, she thanked me.